Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your continued love and continued support, guys. Know that it is appreciated. So, if you're joining me for the first time, my name is Naisha John. For those of you, my family who is always here, thank you so much for being here one more time so that we can share with each other. As you guys know, I promised that I would do a number 2 reward system. And here it is, guys. Reward system for online teaching or virtual teaching. If you're teaching English as a second language or ESL, this is a great video for you. A lot of you may have reward systems on your platform that you currently use, and these are built into the programs or platform that you're using. There may be stars, stickers, that kind of thing. Those are good, but it's also good when you have secondary ones so that the students can see that, okay, yeah, it's good for them to see something in the background. So thank you guys for being here, and I hope that this video benefits you in some way. And let's get the video going. So our first reward system is ice cream scoop. Now, of course, we need an ice cream cone to do this. And if you want your cone having this effect, like waffle cones, then all you need is to get like a brown envelope or a piece of brown paper, and you simply roll it this way first, and then you crumble it like this. And once you open it, there you have the effect. With this reward system, all you do is that every time the child does a good job or the child behavior shows some improvement, then you tell them, okay, you got 1 ice cream scoop. Good job. And you can also reinforce what color. So you can use the color and reinforce color. You can also tell them that's 1 ice cream scoop. So also you're practicing number concept right there. If you are teaching counting in 2s, then what you can do, you can say you have 2 ice cream scoop. So you can let 1 scoop represent 2 or 5s, whatever it is. And then you continue doing that until the child has lots of ice cream scoop, or until the lesson is finished. And what you can do is that you can maybe have like a cherry that you can put on top of it. And while you give them the ice cream scoop, you can tell them, yummy. And you can also pretend to lick your tongue as though, you're licking your ice cream and it is sweet. If they are like just learning letter songs, you can remind them the song for L. So you can tell them, There's still more to go, but once you're done, you can have them count how many they got. So this is reward system number 2. With this one, as you can see, I have it on a magnetic whiteboard so it would not fall, and I have 2 magnets as the eyes right there. What you do with this one, every time the child does a good job or good behavior, whatever it is, then you are going to give them a toot, and at the end you're going to count how many teeth they have. Brilliant, you did a good job. And you just keep giving them a toot. Awesome job. Now you have a really, really smiley man. Yes, can you see his teeth? This can help you to teach them body parts. This is reward system number 3, and this is an apple tree. Sometimes it is a strawberry tree, sometimes it is an orange tree. let's use it as an apple tree. So every time the student does a good job, I would give an apple. So yeah, that was awesome. Great. And you give them an apple. And you just keep giving them apples every time they continue to do well until the tree has lots of apples until the lesson is finished. And just like the other reward systems, you count the amount of apples. This would be really good to integrate like in your science lesson if you're doing fruits, if you're doing food. This next reward system, as you can see, we have a monkey. And what does monkey eat? They eat bananas. I have different size. Like just use them intermittently or however you feel best for your students. What you do with this one, every time the child does a good job or the children, you would feed the monkey the bananas. So another thing that you can do, you can feed the mouth and then you can allow these to get down into the stomach as they continue to do really well. That would help you not to use a lot of bananas. Or you can just put them on the tummy whenever they do a good job. These two reward systems, they basically work the same way. Once they do a good job, you give them the opportunity to choose a number, and it's just like a luck on chance kind of thing. So they will get a reward depending on the number that they choose. Whatever team you're doing your lesson on, you can have a picture to do with that team. And as the child or children, they continue to get correct answers or showing improvements on their behavior, whatever it is, then you allow them, yeah, brilliant, choose a number. They choose number 5. They can see that this got to be someone because you have like a pants showing there, you have feet. They can make a guess as to what the picture is about, and you can say yes or you can say no. And they would continue calling numbers. They call number 4, and they're going to see more of the picture, and then they could start, put using the clues there to put it into context to know what the picture is all about. And they keep calling the numbers until they can obviously see the whole picture. So remember always to have at least 3 or 4 pictures. And in this one, they're looking for stars. You can put other items that they can look for. You can have like a set amount of stars hidden under these. You can tell them, okay, there are 3 stars hidden. You have to try to find the 3 stars. One of the ways that I do this best, before I take up the numbers, I normally play with them. So I'm like, knock, knock, number 2, knock, knock. What do you have for Jane? Or what do you have for John? Let's see. Do you have a star? Let's see. And then we say, let's see. And if there's none, you can say, oh, I'm sorry. Or you can make that beep noise, that kind of noise that you normally have when something is incorrect on like those game shows and so on. You can have that. Or you can have a buzzer with you that you can make the noise from. If they are able to find the 3 stars before calling all the numbers, then you can also give them an extra reward. This next reward system is all about the 10 frames. I know a lot of you teachers may use 10 frames when you're teaching mathematics, when you're teaching addition, subtraction, division, and the likes. With the 10 frame, every time the child does a good job, you just simply give them a reward. And it's the same way you go about counting, and you can go on and on. And 4 smiley faces. With this one, you can actually have a frame that you cut out, or you can use these mini whiteboards to do it. And as I said before, a magnetic mini whiteboard, so that if you put the things on it, they do not fall. And these are magnetic buttons. If you don't have magnetic buttons and you don't have that kind of stuff, then I normally use sometimes these coins. And these, I bought them, I think it's on Amazon. They have stars on them, and you can always put tape behind and use them. And what you can do, you can already have the tape on them and just have them on the side, so every time you're going to give one, you already have them. Or you can already put a tape on top of the board and just have to stick the coin on as you go along. So every time they go, do a good job. Yeah, hooray! That's another star for you. You're doing so well. After 3 stars, what you can do, you can add a gold one. That would be really good. And you say, yeah, no, look at that. You got a gold star for doing very well. To ask the students to choose a color smiley face is that I would put a king and a queen here among these cards, and I would want them to find the king and the queen. So if they say green smiley face, then you knock knock, Mr. Green. Are you a king? Are you a queen? Let's see. It's a queen. Good job. Queen, queen, let's see your one. Can you do something special for Jane? Jane, what would you wish? And you can have them wishing and that kind of thing. And if you can fulfill their wish, by all means, you can try to. So this is a jam jar. And you need some flowers. You can just get some artificial flowers, and every time the child does a good job, you just keep giving them flowers. Yeah, this flower is for you. And you can, of course, reinforce the colors, and you can, of course, reinforce counting and all that. And if you have different types of flowers, then you can reinforce different types of flowers like orchids, daisy, whatever type of flower you may have, sunflower, whatever it is. And then you just simply put them inside the jar. And of course, you give them as much as you can every time they do a good job. Reward system number 7. You also need a jar. So what you would do every time the child does a good job, you can have like cookies, and it can be artificial cookies, it can be real cookies, and you can just take them and put them inside the jar. And you do the same thing, you count and so on. You can play games with them like who stole a cookie from the cookie jar. So you can use that to make it fun. Also, you can buy sweets and you can just put over the sweets every time they do a good job. But for me, those sweets, they would cause or harbor ants and those kind of things. So I use things like these. So I would use ice cubes. And every time they go do a good job, I just give them an ice cube, reinforce the color. Once they get a lot of ice cubes inside the jar and the lesson is completed, now it's time for us to get some juice. And I may have a juice next to me, and I'll just pour the juice over, and then we'll both drink together and say yummy, yummy, tastes good, whatever it is. Thank you guys so much if you have come this far in the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you did enjoy the video. And please remember to share it with someone. Please remember to comment, participate in that comment section. Let me know what videos you guys want to see, and of course hit that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Until then, guys, I would see you guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and continue to keep safe, continue to stay blessed until I see you guys next time. Later, guys.